Hello and welcome to Academy 55. It's a little bit early, 7:53 in the morning. David Kahn here on the Wednesday, the 21st of August, 2024. It's 7:53 in the morning. Taking an early sell because we got a large group of imbalance here waiting to be taken. Uh, if this works or if this doesn't, don't worry, I will stay on and see how this one progresses. But yeah, took this early sell. We're past the points here. We created a new lower low. The only thing is we got imbalance here now, but the trend line's pointing down. In actual fact, the stop loss should be there. And I got in there, which takes the 2-to-1 inside of the buy zone. As you can see, we're inside the buy zone there that I've already marked up. So once price gets there, guess what I'm doing? I'm putting my stop loss to my entry in recognition of the fact we are in the buy zone. Should we get down that low? And hopefully we'll have a bit more of a push to maybe get into these imbalances here where my take profit is in the way. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Appreciate I'm a bit earlier for people who are arriving. But it is what it is. There's a sell opportunity I couldn't miss because we've been the highest we've been for a long, long time. And there is imbalances down here that need to be sorted out. And if they do intend to go even higher, they may wish to take out these imbalances here before going on higher. But like I say, it's all about timing. We know it. We know it's got to be taken out. It's just when they're going to do it. That's the thing. So we are where we are with this. If I go onto the 5-minute time frame, on the 5-minute, we're on a deep sell. We've been on a deep sell since about 4 o'clock this morning. Like I say, they might be at least aiming for the buy zone, maybe. But it was a sell that I couldn't ignore, just in case that was the fact. But like I say, we have imbalances here now that need to be sorted. It's when they want to do it that counts. And on the 5-minute time frame, that's the 5-minute imbalance. And luckily, my stop loss is just above that. So maybe if they come down and redress that, I may be okay. We'll see. We'll see. But of course, all the time it could still carry on down. We'll just have to wait and see on that. Anybody just joining, I hope you've checked your MC4. You've got your all-important 1%, your risk to reward in purple, your lot calc in purple. So let's see what happens. If I lose 1%, so be it. And I've lost 1%. There we go. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to call that a loser. We were in between zones. You see, we went into the sell zone got myself a sell, looking to go into the buy zone, but that didn't happen. So let me just, before we carry on, put my evil twin on. Use our indicators. First, we go to our MT4 or MT5. Make sure you've got the trade assistant running and you've got the risk to reward in purple. So you change it to purple, the lock calc in purple, and you've got that all important 1% risk there. Also, you've got your MT4 template, your Academy55 template running in the background. And when you want to place a trade, you put it on lines, and then you can reverse it here, make sure all that good stuff works. And I like to keep 2 pips away before you enter the buy. So where it says SL21, this works, by the way, this works on EUR USD. On the US 100 it'll be slightly different, but we'll explain that as when we do go on for that sort of trade. But yeah, make sure you got your risk to reward in purple, your lock calc in purple. I like to have this button here in purple in case I need to close all trades. Next, I'm going to show you how you can use the Academy55 indicators on TradingView. So here is a quick 2-minute video to explain how the sell and the buy Academy55 indicator works. Here we can see a sell situation on the EUR USD on the 1-minute time frame. So what we do is we wait for the trend line to go red, the volume ribbon to go red, the wave to go red, and the parabolics are above price. Wait for all those 4 conditions. Then we get the short position tool and we put the stop loss would be there because that is the closest to the entry. Making sure you're a minimum of 2 pips away from your entry minimum. Could be a bit more than that, but the green wave turns to the red there, and that is closer to the entry. Then you go for your 2-to-1, and as you can see, that one was successful. There we go. Thank you, evil twin. Right, what's happened now? Well, we have swept into the buy zone. Sorry, the sell zone there. We've got another sell zone up here. We have an imbalance drawn up on the 4-hourly there. So, and we got large imbalances here now. Well, when I say large, minute imbalances here, and here. I'm not going to be rushing into this trade because I've already been taken out once. So I'm going to be very careful because we're in between sell zone there and imbalance and a sell zone there. But this would have been the trade if you'd have been more risk adverse. We'll paper trade that. You would have got in, making sure you're 2 pips away, switches down there. So you would have got in at there where the red wave meets the green. Your 2-to-1 would be way up there, but you got all these hurdles to sort of cross. And like I said, because I just got taken out of a trade that I thought was going south, I'm being a bit more cautious. Definitely a bit more cautious because we're between 2 sell zones. That meaning it could turn around at any time, but typical the way things go, it looks like that trade could be successful. Very, very close to it. Taking out that 4-hourly imbalance. but that's the way it goes. But this is a sell zone, you see, and a sell zone up there. So I'll show you that on the actually the sell zone's gone. That sell zone's gone now. We'll remove that. But we've got another sell zone up here. And we were frustratingly close. Still might do it, mind. Things are really happening. Quite a lot of volume one way or another coming in, isn't it? They're checking all the retail traders or really don't know what to do at the moment. Maybe a bit of both. Because we are now at 5 minutes past 8. I think I'd rather let things try and settle down a bit if indeed they are. It doesn't mean to say they are going to, but that was the buy. And now we've got this imbalance here and imbalance here and imbalance down there to be filled. So if they do intend to go higher, you'd think they'd want to come down and sort this imbalance before carrying on up. Or it's important to get these sell orders here and then do that. We don't know which way around they're going to do it. This time of the year, day is more directional than anything else. That's why I took that trade there, because I thought maybe they would because they've been on a large sell, that they would continue that sell, but it wasn't to be, as you can see. And now, indeed, that one worked typically, but we're on a sell zone. So the next one up is indeed a sell. They've taken out that imbalance now that I drew up on for the 4 hourly. That's now gone, so I'm going to remove that so as not to confuse. And congratulations if anybody actually took that. But to me, it was very risk averse, more risk averse than normal. And that's why I didn't do it. But that's okay. There's going to be plenty of other opportunities in the day. And now we're in a sell zone. So again, this is the sell zone scenario. If it was ever going to work out, 2-to-1 would be there, going into the buy zone. So that's where we would be if next time we have a sell alert, because we will have a sell alert. That's the next one on for us, because that's how it goes. Buy, sell, buy. The next one will be a sell. And this is where the green wave changes to red. So sorry, no, it'll be actually down there because we're looking at the trend line is below the wave. So we'll be waiting for the wave to go red, because that'll be closest to entry. And we've got to keep 2 pips away. So that would be the scenario for a sell. If one ever did present itself. Let's go on hourly time frame. And let's see what's happening. We've had a selling since well, during the Asian session. And what happens generally, sometimes, the majority of the time actually, is when there's been a sell during the Asian session, there'll be a buy during the London session. But these lines here are the highest they've been. So I'll mark these up as points of interest to look at. This area here. See, that's the highest it's been for an awful long time. We've got no imbalance there to look at now. This has all been mitigated. On the 4 hourly, as you can see, this is the highest it's been. In actual fact, we have to go on the weekly. Now we've got a weekly candle here. Is that a week? Is that a candle? Yeah, it is a candle. That's a wick of a candle. This is the highest it's been now since uh, December. So we're breaking newish territory. We're in a sell order area. This is the scenario now. If we do come down for a sell, but like I say, 8 to 9 is directional, so maybe they've chosen to go higher again. And they obviously, if they carry on with this buy here and just carry on going up, we might not actually get another trade in. They might sweep past this sell zone, and there's yet another sell zone up here. I'll mark that up. But don't get flustered up. Pick your times and your probabilities. So we'll follow this up. This will be the scenario if we do get a sell alert. Waiting for the trend line to go red, of course, but the trend line is closest to the entry, keeping 2 pips away. So price will need to be down here to get into a sell scenario. But as you can see, between 8 and 9 is very much directional, and they might have picked the direction they want to go in with this buy. But still early days yet in the hour. Nice, it's just neat, nice to see so many people on today. Let's just quickly put it on the 5 minute. And on the 5 minute, as you can see, we were reacting off one alert that was caused at 150 this morning on a big sell. So when the chance came for me to consider carrying on that sell, I thought, yeah, I'll at least take it into the buy zone here. But like I say, it's a bit of a fake out. And this is me not wishing to get into another trade so quickly after the other one. Bit more time to reassess. But as you can see, that technically won, which is good for the Academy 55 strategy, of course. No good for me, but that's okay. There's going to be plenty of other opportunities should I wish to take them. Maintaining my mental um, well-being, calming down, looking at logically, because that would have been rash to take that for me, but to happen so quickly and reacting off a buy right away, that's not my style. I'd rather wait and reassess. Don't regret it whatsoever because there'll be plenty of other opportunities. I guess some people might regret not taking that right away, but really taking a trade right away after losing another one is a show of lack of discipline as far as I'm concerned. You've got to step back, reassess, and maintain that relaxed composure. And now we're hovering in the sell zone, picking up sell orders. And depending on how many sell orders there are, depends on how deep they go. For us, I hope they do, because they need to take out all these imbalances down here. Now the wave and the trend are in the same position. But they're not horizontally off. They're actually pointing at, if you can imagine a clock face, they're pointing at about 2 o'clock. So still in an upward sort of drive, really. Let's see where we are on the higher time frame on the 5 minute. And we've just started our journey on the 5 minute as well. So are they going into the next sell zone? Quite possibly. Sweeping past this one here. It is what it is. I know they've got to come down here eventually to take out all these imbalances on these candles here. But the $64,000 question we always ask ourselves is, when are they going to do that? One would imagine we're getting into consolidation now. It's that purple line. Oh, there it is. We're we're somewhere around there. Where are we on the 5 minute? Where's the purple line on the 5 minute? Way down there, look. So we're massively into a buy bias. Can continue buying forever, but like I always say, it's about timing with them being the banks. See, with this scenario with the buy extending, going higher, because we had a sell on the higher time frame since 1 o'clock this morning, a good 6 hours ago. I thought the sell was going to be the scenario going down to these imbalances here, but as you can see, it wasn't to be. But hey, it's only 1%, no problem. But by doing that, it's caused all these imbalances here, here, and down here. And our 2% will be in the way. Well, that's if they do wish to fill them out, hopefully in one of our sessions. I'll take profits in the way and we'll get our 2%. Where's Paraport stars go? They must have gone somewhere. Can't actually see them. No. I presume they're somewhere within this area here. That's why I can't see them. No matter. We have no, I did check earlier on, of course, but Anna, I hope that you did too before you started trading, checking your red flag news indicator on my FX book and Forex Factory. And there is no red flag news, but of course, news happens all the time. This is just the official stuff. Like for example, if Donald Trump keeps saying he's better looking than Camilla Harris, and they believe him, it might it might affect the dollar. Oh, I can't believe he said that. Never mind. So, not getting political. So we are a bit of a buy bias now. Bit of a weak time for the US dollar, and the euro's taking advantage of that. But here is a support and resistance line I drew up, maybe getting up to there. What was that? I think that was on daily. Yeah, indeed, that's the highest daily candle there of yesterday. Maybe going up to there again. Go back to that again. See all that? You can't see that. All that area there is not in balance because the wick down there has mitigated all that. But down here it is in balance on that one daily candle. Look at that. Look at that one daily candle created on the, wow, look at that. On the Tuesday. That is 07 up to, that's 105 pips in one day, one candle. But that has been mitigated. And now this is the scenario we're looking at. Take away that line for that sell zone because that no longer be there, but that was a sell zone. Now there's another sell zone up here. This is the buy zone down here. And if we do have a sell, it'll give you a bit more confidence because we've got imbalances down here, reasons for price to get down here, at least. If a sell alert presents itself to us, it's going to come down and sweep that parabolic SAR, which will drag that up above price, which is what we need. But now it's causing imbalances up here of their own right. And it's really a quick question of if price does continue on down without adjusting these imbalances, is do they want to adjust these imbalances first or these? You know, it's the timing of it that would concern us if a sell does it present itself to us. Waves starting the horizontal out now. Have to be governed by that trend line though. That trend's still facing 2 o'clock. I'll have to be governed by that if we do carry on down. The trend is not horizontally out. The waves are. The waves are becoming less and less because these are volume. This is a Heikin-Ashi semi-smooth Heikin-Ashi candle, and a Heikin-Ashi candle is an indicator, a volume indicator as well. So as they get smaller, the volume is running out for the buy, and then when they turn red, obviously the volume has turned to sell power then. Right, the power bazaar has been flipped to there. And indeed, we may get ourselves to sell. So why did I switch my MT4 off? Don't know. Never mind. Come back on again. Making sure we're on the 1 minute. Reverse conditions, keeping 2 pips away. Right. It's going to may possibly mitigate that imbalance there. And then maybe turning around or tap into it at least. So this is the scenario. As a trader, doing a lot of waiting around for things to happen sometimes. That's why we tend to only focus for an hour. And then at the end of that hour, it is what it is. If you haven't actually done nothing yourself, then you may wish to come back for another hour later on in the day when the EUR USD has probably got into a buy zone or a sell zone by placing an alert, or come back again tomorrow and not suffering from FOMO, fear of missing out. Right, but right, so we've got a sell alert now. Like I said, I'm going to be governed by this trend line. This trend line is still facing at like 2:30. It's not going horizontal yet, and it's still very much green. This is where my stop loss will be, so I'll lock that in there. The wave hasn't even turned red yet, and it will do with on the next candle for sure. In actual fact, it has gone red, but we've got all this imbalance here now. 2.7 pips away from entry. I'm going to wait for it to go past that purple line, I think, if it does. 3.2 pips away. Because once it goes past that purple line, that trend line could become red. See, look, it rebounded off that purple line, respected that purple line, could come back down and look at this imbalance, you see. But if it overtakes that, I'm thinking to myself, it's maybe on a charge to take down these imbalances on here. Still not in a trade yet. Waiting for price to go beyond that purple line. Show its hand a bit because it's respected the purple line on the candle before this one. I want to show a bit more commitment from the actual price. My finger hovering over the sell button, but respectful of the fact that we got a large sell imbalance 4 candles away that it could be wanting to fill before continuing. It may do after that. Yeah. Blinking, you miss it, eh? The trend line's gone horizontal now. It's going to go red anytime now, I'm sure of it. 3.7 pips away. I'm getting into the trade now. I'm a bit further away than I wanted to be, 4.1 pips, which takes my take profit down below that area there, which is a shame. But it is what it is. I want to see a bit of commitment from price. Hopefully it won't come back and take this imbalance before it needs to take these imbalances here. We shall see. And if I lose, well, lose 2%. No big deal. So here we are again. I don't like the fact I was anticipating a bit more of a sell down here. It's congregated around this purple line, so it missed it by a little bit, but that's not a lot to, I mean, there, look, we could have had that, could have been the same as that scenario there. Oh, well, if it takes me out, it takes me out. So be it. Come back again tomorrow, stronger. No problem. And for a lot of you, these trades are for educational purposes only, but I'm not silly enough to realize that people do copy my trades. And if you do, totally your own choice. I haven't told you to do that. So if this is your first trade today, you can trade another time if we do get taken out. Where am I with this? Oh, wait. All right, there we go. That's where I am with that. 4.1, wasn't it? So it's even down there. Raise that a bit. That's more like it. Which takes my 2-to-1 down to just to the buy zone, which is interesting. This is where I am with this. Over there. There's the MC4 version. There is the TradingView version. As you can see, red trend line now, red volume ribbon, red wave. I was waiting for price to get below that purple line, but that gave me a 4 pip stop loss. Usually I'm about twice as much as I wanted to be, but it is what it is. In fact, let's see what it looks on the 5-minute time frame. Now, if price comes down to that'll give me a bit of a boost. If price gets down to this trend line down here on the 5-minute, pushes that parabolic SAR up. That'll be give me a bit of more of a confidence boost. But like I always say, I'm in the trade now. Go away, make a cup of tea. There's no value in watching it. It's just going to diminish your mental well-being, because there's no amount of praying or anything like that. It's going to alter what price is going to do. Price will do what it's going to do. All right, we've got a bit of a I'm looking for about a 1% move before I put my stop loss to at least above the purple line. Yeah, I think I'll be doing that. But we have a big buy zone down here. What's this looking like on the 5-minute? Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Nice to see. You've got a sell alert on the 5-minute. Gives you a bit more of a boost. Come on, let's have a bit of a actually, but I could move my stop loss to that parabolic SAR there, I guess, because if it sweeps there, it's going to more or less certainly take out that imbalance there on that move. So I've reduced my risk to 0.51% now. Hopefully we're going to get a little bit more. Where am I going? Let's go. I'll put my finger on the close. Oh, because we're just entering the buy zone. That's the buy zone where the take profit is, you see. So I'm going to have my finger on the close all. But I'm going to, not like yesterday, I was too impetuous yesterday. I think I'll put my stop loss at least to my entry now. So, because I'd hate the fact that when a fell swoop, it comes up and aims for that imbalance up there, which would have taken me out with my proper stop loss anyway. So at least I'm not going to lose any money. Got a risk-free trade now. And I'm just going to let it go, hopefully to the take profit into that buy zone. But bearing in mind, we have imbalances here that need sorting out. And if it comes to take me out, it'll be disappointing. But I haven't lost nothing. Protecting my equity on this trade. Because if it goes up to here, price goes up to here anyway, I'd be thinking to myself, at least you'd think it would come and take out that imbalance, which would have taken out my original stop loss anyway. So I'd still be out of the trade, but at least this way, like I said, I'll protect my equity. And in actual fact, what I could do is do what I did in it before. Now I've got $418 on a $100,000 account because I've gone with that parabolic saw there. Just following the parabolic saws down with the stop loss. So I've got a bit of money for my time. But obviously I'm really hoping for another 2 or 3 pip push, which will give me my 2%. But just like yesterday, this line here is obviously a significant area for them because this is where we're stopping at the minute. And now what I can do is give myself a bit more pay, taking my stop loss to that just above that one down there. And now I've got $517 on a $100,000 account, just in case we have a bit of a volume burst going up again. Right, we're touching the buy zone. Come on, a little bit of more of a push, please. It's gone past that line, obviously. Now I can take my stop loss down there. So it's 787. Come on, click. Yay, there we go. So that was a 2% winner. So what I'm going to do now is I finished trading for the day. I'm 1% up on the day because I lost the first trade, won the second trade. So I'm 1% up the day. I'm going to open the chat just in case and give you guys 5 minutes in case anybody would like to ask a question just about this trade, please. Nothing else. Any other questions about Academy 55? Send an admin question in. Look on the FAQ in the back office. Don said he bottled it and took 1.5%. Well, there's nothing you can't go broke by taking a profit, Don. So well done to you. And like I say, bottling it and all that, if you'd gone down and made a cup of tea, cup of coffee, walked away from your machine, you wouldn't have bottled it because you wouldn't have known anything like that was going on because you've already placed your trade. It's just that I'm contractually obliged to watch my trade with you guys, and I'm fine with that. But if you experience anguish or bottling or anything like that, just have faith in the Academy 55 indicators telling you the right things. And hang on, we've got some more chat here. Let's have a look. Ian Orford says, cracking trade, but did get in just before you. Oh, well done, Ian. So you got your 2%. Debbie, 2%. Yay. Kept moving stop loss 2. Right. Okay. Well, that is entirely up to you. Show you how it can be. I do it. There's several ways of doing that. Or like I say, you could just leave it. But knowing you've got imbalance there, and we know what tricky things price can be sometimes. They could take that imbalance. So so that's why I was protecting it. But putting your stop loss to your entry to protect your equity, that's your main purpose. So final bit from me, I'm going to put Steve on, who's going to tell you a few things.
Hi, this is Steve with a very short video to show you where to get the training for the indicators and tools we use inside Academy 55. So once you're logged into the members area, you'll see in the premium dashboard this section that's entitled Start Learning. And if you click here, that'll take you through to the learning library. Now, we'll say at this point, we highly recommend you watch each of these videos 2 or 3 times to get a full understanding of how everything works. Here you'll find tutorials on using the MT4 Trade Assistant and how to use the MT4 platform with the Trade Assistant. This is the longest video you'll find inside the platform. It's around 30 minutes long, well worth your time. Watch the video once, then maybe write a few questions down that you might have for yourself and watch the video for a second time, and things will really start to make sense. By the time you watch it 3 times, you'll fully understand how everything works. So that's the longest video. It's about 30 minutes long, well worth your time. And then you can jump into individual trainings here for how to remove indicators. These videos are just a couple of minutes long. How to move MetaTrader around like you can in TradingView, Trading Assistant controls, how to do back testing in TradingView, how to draw vertical lines to mark out your hour, and so much more. And by the time you watch this video or see this video, there might be other trainings in this section. But everything here is well worth your time, and you find that, as I said a moment ago, from the main dashboard in the Start Learning section. Now, one more thing just to mention here. If you're looking for anything in particular, if you come down to the support name of FAQs, click on Get Support, and in this area you'll find a detailed FAQ section, and you can come through here. For example, if you're looking for an answer to a question about MetaTrader, have a look through these, and once you click through you'll find direct links to videos that give you answers to most of the questions that we get asked on a regular basis. So hopefully you found this useful, and back to your further training.
Okay, thanks, Steve. Yeah, so one final bit in the chat. Let's have a look. Don, cheers, David. Thanks for another great trading lesson. See you again on Friday. Yeah, no trading tomorrow because we've got red flag news at this time tomorrow, being Thursday. So I'll be seeing you guys again on Friday, and see you then. Have a great day. Cheers for now. Bye.